welcome back to another video on the MLD page where we're going to be going over the NBA playoffs. This time, we got the New York Knickerbockers versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Guys, this is the hardest series to pick. This is the hardest series to pick. As I'm recording, I'm decided, but this is the hardest series to pick. We got the New York Knicks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. The New York Knicks, we're going to start talking about them first. They got Jalen Brunson. And honestly, this series, Jalen Brunson could be the best player in this series. Straight up. He could show that he's the best player in this series. He's been amazing in the playoffs. He's been an absolute playoff riser since his time on the Dallas Mavericks. I remember when Jalen Brunson got drafted in the second round in the Luka Doncic draft in 2018. I loved Jalen Brunson when he was at Villanova. Like since he was in Villanova, he was a dog, bro. So I'm so happy seeing he's in this position after being drafted in the second round. And it was mainly because of his height. But dude, Jalen Brunson's an absolute dog. He's gonna be able to be a menace on the floaters, getting to the basket, shooting threes. He's a decent playmaker. He's not at the point guard position. He's not the greatest playmaker, but he turns over the ball so little that like he's a play dissector. That's what I like to call those. Like he's a play dissector. He usually does the right thing. Like he plays like a coach's son, and it's because his dad is the assistant coach on the New York Knicks. So like kind of makes sense why he plays like a coach's son. He's amazing at scoring efficiently, not turning the ball over. He's a big guy on efficiency. And in the playoffs on offense, that's so important because as the game slows down in the half-court setting, a lot of teams, defense is emphasized. So if you got somebody who just does the right thing over and over and over, stays disciplined, and is a great scorer, dude, Jalen Brunson is so valuable in the playoffs. We're going to go over some notes on the Knicks. They also got Dante DiVincenzo, who he's going to be able to complement Jalen Brunson's lack of defense on Tyrese Maxey. So we're going to have Jalen Brunson on Kyle Lowry probably in the starting lineup. Dante DiVincenzo on Tyrese Maxey. So I think that those are matchups that work on both sides. So it'll be okay for the New York Knicks. And OG Anunoby, man, his help defense on Joel Embiid is going to be very important this series. And I got a feeling that's what they're going to do. It's unfortunate that I'm saying this, but if I'm going to be honest, you have to bang with Embiid, especially like he doesn't look healthy. So it's as the New York Knicks, it's not your fault that you are playing physical with him. He's a very physical player and he's hurt. So guess what? Play even more physical. If you want to play hurt, if you want to be obviously limping while we're playing for a championship, I gotta treat you like you healthy. So when you playing Joel Embiid, you gotta bang with him. And the New York Knicks are a team, they do got the bangs to bang. the bang with them. That's funny. But yeah, they got Isaiah Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, he doesn't do bad, nor does he do good against Embiid. My problem with Mitchell Robinson when he plays Embiid is I end up seeing him fouling a lot because he doesn't really know how to guard Embiid. No issue with that. A lot of the league doesn't know how to. When this man started off the season, he was the unanimous MVP, scoring 35 points a game. It's not crazy that you struggle to guard him at all. But Mitchell Robinson specifically needs to stop fouling Embiid. He is hurt this series. He's banged up. And Mitchell Robinson, he's fresh legs at this point, to be honest. A lot of these guys at this point of the season, their legs are getting tired and stuff. Mitchell was gone for a long time. So, hey, you put your hands up, play hard defense, and rebound. Mitchell Robinson is a menace on the glass. Isaiah Hartenstein is one of the best defenders at the center position. I can't just say one of the best because a lot of the best defenders in the league play center. But Isaiah Hartenstein is a good defender. That's the point I'm trying to make. He's a really good defender. And Mitchell Robinson is a really good hustle, rebound, toughness guy. So as long as you can keep Joel Embiid off the free throw line and make him earn everything while he is hurt, you are doing the right thing. So just try not to foul Joel Embiid and make him earn these buckets. He's gonna earn some of them, but make him earn all of them. And when Jalen Brunson is not on the court, you got to buy into the defensive identity fully. So what I would do is put Miles McBride at the one, you put Dante at the two, you you, you put OG at the three, keep Hart at the four, and you probably put like Mitchell at the five. So you just got a bunch of defenders when Jalen Brunson's not in the game. So you may not score that much, but you also don't let them score that much, So Jalen Brunson in the playoffs, he's not even going to be able to sit that long. He's going to be sitting for less than 10 minutes a game. Even 10 minutes a game might be too much. Jalen Brunson should be playing at least 40. 40 is crazy. Hold on. Jalen Brunson should be playing like 35 minutes a game. 35 minutes a game. So yeah, he will be sitting about 10 minutes. So in those 10 minutes where Jalen Brunson is going to be sitting in those little spurts, you just go all in on defense and try not to let the 76ers go on a run. So when Jalen Brunson comes back in, he's gonna make you lose a little bit of defense, of course. But the offensive gain with him, holy, because this team has a team full of shooters. You got Dante who could shoot, OG could shoot, Josh Hart can shoot sometimes, McBride could shoot, Okay, team full of shooters. Maybe I did too much. Okay, they got some guys that can knock down shots though. And Jalen Brunson, he is an amazing player at knocking out contested shots. I've seen he was in the 10th percentile at open looks, so that means 90% of the league gets better looks than Jalen Brunson at the 3-point line, and he's in the 90th percentile in makes. So while 10% of the league gets better looks than him, while 90% of the league gets better looks than Jalen Brunson at the 3-point line, only 10% of the league makes better. Oh my goodness. Only 10% of the league makes it more efficiently. Okay, I'm going to repeat it one more time. 90% of people get better looks from three than Jalen Brunson, but only 10% make them more. That's crazy. Jalen Brunson for the 3-point line is crazy. And that's not even his best part of his game, in my opinion. It's him getting to the basket, using the floater, So the way that he's going to create advantages for these guys is going to be huge. And let's talk about the 76ers. Joel Embiid, like I was saying, bro, this man is limping. This man is limping around. I'm actually a little bit scared. I'm actually scared a little bit because I think if he wasn't limping as much as he's been, bro, I would have went with Philadelphia. But hey, he's healthy because he's playing. So hey, if you're playing, you're healthy. And honestly, if we talk about Joel Embiid, this is every playoffs for him. Every playoffs, the last time he was healthy in the playoffs was in the bubble where they played the Celtics in 4 games and they got swept. So he didn't even have enough games to see if his body could hold up. They only played 4 games in the bubble. That was the only time this man's ever been healthy in the playoffs. So that's Joel Embiid for you. So I can't even say he's hurt. He's being Joel Embiid. So Joel Embiid, he's playing, so he's healthy. But man, it looks scary out there. I really hope that nothing too bad happens because this is one of the greatest players of our generation. And if I just hope he stays good. I hope he stays good. May God bless him. May everything go right for him. Because if the 76ers win this series, they could beat the Pacers pretty handedly. Because I think, man, this series might be the toughest one in the first round, which I feel like because of that, whoever makes it to the second round wins. I don't trust the Bucks. And the Pacers, they're a good team, but I don't know, man. And the 76ers, ever since Joel Embiid has come back, they've been balling. But one of the few teams that's beaten them has been the New York Knicks, and the New York Knicks are a great team. The New York Knicks are top 10 in offensive and defensive rating while being one of the best 3-point shooting teams percentage wise. So it's going to be hard for them to play against a team that's going to make them have to earn it on both sides of the ball and guard the 3-point line. But if there is a coach in the league that could figure that out, it's no other than Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse is an elite coach in the NBA. And when I say elite, he might be the second best coach in the league. Nick Nurse is that good of an NBA coach. Off the top of my head, it's him, Spo, and yeah, Nick Nurse might be the second best coach in the NBA. So I don't know. I don't know how the Raptors let him go for whatever, dude. But Nick Nurse is going to be able to find ways to use his advantages, or he not use it, create them. He doesn't use them. He creates them. Like Nick Nurse is heads above Tom Thibodeau, which is crazy because Tom Thibodeau, in my opinion, is like a top 10, 15 coach. Like Tom Thibodeau is a really good coach. He is top 10, matter of fact. Yeah, I can stamp that top 10 coach for Tom Thibodeau. But on the X's and O's part of the game, that's where Nick Nurse dominates, man. Nick Nurse dominates with X's and O's. The way he's been using Joel Embiid with the dribble handoffs this year, the way that Tyrese Maxey's been able to get so much leverage with him. Because in those games where Joel Embiid don't be playing, it's kind of hard for Tyrese Maxey to, you feel me, be the most improved player because first of all, he's being the focal point now. And second of all, they don't have the same dribble handoff plays that they could run with Joel Embiid. I mean, it's pretty hard to find someone as dominant as Joel Embiid. You know, you're not gonna find that replacement. He's a once in a lifetime type of player, so it's understandable. It's understandable. And Joel Embiid is the best player besides Kawhi Leonard that Nick Nurse has ever coached. So to see how he's going to be able to use him on the offensive side of the ball, where Joel Embiid has struggled in the playoffs so far in his career. I mean, Joel Embiid is 30 years old, and in every single playoffs, but that one bubble run in those 4 games, he has not been, you feel me, all that amazing. Even in the bubble, he didn't shoot well from the field as a center, which isn't that good. So seeing Nick Nurse and what he could do with Joel Embiid is going to be very fun because I think this is going to be the first time that the 76ers have a chance to make the conference finals. I usually look at the 76ers as pretenders. Like I wish I would have been doing these in the past because I would always say that I do not believe in the Sixers. I don't believe in Embiid. They have Doc Rivers, James Harden. Like they have 3 chokers. Like that is insane. I never believed in those teams. But now they have Nick Nurse, who is a solidified top 2 coach in the league. They have Tyrese Maxey, who's been making a name for himself, and he plays great with Embiid. And Embiid, this is the best situation that he's ever had. Not entirely, but like when you look at the competition in the East, the coaching he has, and the fits on his team, besides the year with Jimmy Butler, this is the best chance that the 76ers have had to make a run. I don't think they would win the finals this year, but it would be a big thing for them to get the experience and go on a run because they just haven't had that to the conference finals yet. And they could recuperate their team in the offseason and get some big players because, hey, we know that the 76ers, no matter what happens in this series, they're going to be big spenders in free agency because of the James Harden situation, and they got a lot of cap space freed up. They even got some picks from. So we already know they're going to be big spenders, big buyers. Yeah, like I said, Joel Embiid, he is amazing at half-court defense. I mean, we talk about Joel Embiid dropping in the playoffs. He drops offensively. Defensively, he becomes a top 5 to 10 defender in the NBA. Joel Embiid becomes that good on defense. So watch out for that because he's gonna be sending shit home. Like Jalen Brunson, some of them floaters, bro. Joel Embiid's gonna be sending it to the 3rd floor on some disrespectful stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie to you because Joel Embiid, he is amazing on half-court defense when the game slows down. Tyrese Maxey, he's going to be asked to score even more because, like I said, Joel Embiid, he's going to focus a little more on defense. I feel like that's usually what he does in the playoffs. His focus goes on defense a bit more. And as a center, that's not even the worst thing to do. You are a center. You are there to guard the paint, dominate in the paint, and he does that just well. You got to let Buddy Hield and Cameron Payne shoot because those guys, they've been sniping. Them boys, they shooting 40% from the three. Well, not Buddy Hield, but I know Buddy Hield is a 40% 3-point shooter deep down somewhere in there. I know Buddy Hield is a great 3-point shooter. Kyle Lowry's been shooting great. Kyle Lowry's also going to be playing great defense on Jalen Brunson. I think that they're going to have Kyle Lowry start to play defense on Jalen Brunson. Both of those guys are a bit girthier. Both of those guys are short. Kyle Lowry's great at uh, getting charges. So whenever he's attacking downhill, Kyle Lowry's always going to be a threat to that. And like I was talking about, Nick Hemme Nurse. Nick Hemme Nurse, man. Nick Nurse is amazing. But I would spot minutes for Daniel House, Mo Bamba, and KJ Martin. Daniel House and KJ Martin is because I'm gonna look for some life. I'm gonna look for some spark plugs, kind of like how I think Kelly Oubre is. To be honest, fit wise, Nicholas Batum probably should start over Kelly Oubre, but Kelly Oubre just brings life to the team sometimes, like how he attacks downhill and stuff, especially how he cuts. And Joel Embiid, he spaces out the court pretty well, you know. Joel, or I can't even say pretty well. He spaces out the court great. He can shoot from three. He's a mid-range menace. And the way that the 76ers run their offense now with him being more of a hub, it allows for cuts and stuff. It allows for that. So you could have somebody who's struggling from the 3-point line like Kelly Oubre. But if they keep leaving Kelly Oubre open, you're gonna have to start Nicholas Batum, and it's not even gonna be that bad of a thing because Nicholas Batum is a better defender and a better shooter. So and he has more experience in the playoffs. You probably should just straight up start Batum. Honestly, not gonna lie. Um, Talking about Batum, fuck you, nigga. You ruined the Heat season. Man. All right. Either way. Batum is so versatile. He can play the 1 through 5, literally. I would spot minutes for Nicholas Batum at center to see how that looks. Um, if you were to able to run him at center in the minutes that Joel Embiid's not playing, you will go from having a dominant presence like Joel Embiid in the paint to going to 5 wide with Nicholas Batum. Nicholas Batum, he's has a lot of experience at center. He's played it a lot for the Clippers. He does pretty well when they want to go small ball with the 5 wide, and I feel like that was a very big piece for them. And hey, we could go and bring that on the 76ers. This series, I got the Knicks and I got the Knicks in 6, dude. And it's like I said, man, I love the 76ers team. I just bigged them up for a little bit, talked about, dude, this team could really, they could do something. They honestly could do something. But Joel Embiid's limping, man. He's limping. It's scary seeing the star player on the team limp. While I know the other star player, Jalen Brunson, he is a playoff riser. I think he could be the best player in this series, man. Especially with how Joel Embiid's been looking. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. This is one of the shorter ones so far. And hey, we 20 minutes in. So if you like listening to me talk about the Knicks 76ers for the past 20 minutes, hey, you will love hearing me talk about the Mavericks Clippers for 30, the Magic Cavaliers game. As I'm watching this right now, the Magic are down 53-57 in the third quarter. Paulo just hit him a three. Hey, y'all would love it. Y'all would love to hear about that one. What else we got? We got the Lakers Nuggets coming out soon. I might go ahead and record that one right now, and y'all getting a double upload today. Yeah, I'm gonna record that one right now. So thank you for watching and have a nice day. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I see we got 2 subscribers yesterday. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all listening to this one again. But yeah, we have 7 subscribers now. So look, we a smaller page. Every single like, comment, subscribe is highly appreciated. I'm going to stop begging right now. And yeah, have a nice day.